I made this couch, kind of. There's a story. It doesn't fit in the space, which is really unfortunate because I measured twice, maybe 3 times, but things happened. I wasn't expecting to make this video, but I need to make this couch a little bit smaller. Measuring is hard. Yeah. So I mentioned that there was a story with this couch. This wasn't always a gorgeous leather couch with copper rivets, or actually nails. I think they're nails. Originally, it came to me as a 3-person couch. I had just moved into my townhouse and I needed a couch. And my uncle happened to have a couch that they weren't using anymore that was like 25 years old, but it was in immaculate condition. Like, the cushions are kind of this white color, and there wasn't a stain, a mark, a rip, a tear, nothing. So whoever made this couch and the upholstery for it should get like a trophy, an award, and at least maybe a certificate of achievement, because the quality is stunning. So I used this couch for 5 years, and I ate dinner on it, I slept on it, other people slept on it. It was the only couch that I had. And then I got a new couch and I moved. So when I moved, the problem was the layout of my house wasn't really set up for another 3-person couch. But I loved this couch. It was 30 plus years old now and still could pass as brand spanking new. Plus, it was so comfortable to sleep on, to sit on. It saw a lot of ass time, and it was comfortable because of it. So I figured out that if this couch, instead of being a 3-person couch, was a 2-person couch or a love seat for all the lovin'. But the love seat allure was just an added bonus of what I did next, which was cut this couch in half. Well, in thirds, really. So I ended up cutting out the middle section and then attached the 2 end pieces back together, because that's what one does when you want to turn a 3-person couch into a love seat. Now in this process, I also destroyed the upholstery on the outside of the couch and all the foam and the padding and all that, so I ended up having to completely reupholster the frame and make it into a couch again. I also took that opportunity to wrap it in leather and added 1 million of these copper nails all the way around, even though a lot of them you'll never see because they're on the back. So this couch sat in my front room underneath a window for many, many years until the decision was made to turn this bedroom into my studio. And the center point, the focal point, well, one of the main things was moving this couch into the room and building the cabinets to fit around the couch. So this is where I say everything was measured. I measured this so many times. I had it down. I gave myself about 1/2 inch to 1 inch of wiggle room to wiggle the couch in and wiggle the couch out. But the problem that happened that I didn't account for was the fact that the walls were not square.
Ooh, she's tight.
Like, I know, this is something I should have thought about because it's a 1980s house and I don't think levels were invented yet. I think those were things that came around in about, the 90s or early 2000s that, hey, there's a little bubble thing and you can tell if something is straight or not. But I digress. So, because the walls were not exactly straight, the cabinets got pushed in a little bit and I don't even know the physics behind it, but we ended up being about 1/2 inch too narrow for this couch to fit. And the devastation that happened when I tried to push this in and it didn't fit was it was sad. It was so sad. It was like ugly crying, and I'm not gonna show you that because it was just so depressing. But with those lessons learned, the only thing to do is move forward and keep going. And in this case, in order to keep going, it actually meant going backwards and ripping this couch apart and then putting it back together. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I have rarely needed to take apart my own work, and I definitely don't want to do it again. I'm a jerk when I build something. Like, taking this apart was a royal pain in the ass. And I'm kind of proud of it because I know it was gonna hold together and gonna last, which is what every maker wants, is their product to last and survive. So if you ever want to know if one of your products or one of your creations is really gonna last, take it apart. Yeah. And if you do, I want to know how it goes. Like, was it a pain in the butt, or did you drop it once and it just shattered into a million pieces because you're a glass artist, and that's what happens with glass, is it just breaks. So maybe don't do that if you work with glass or pottery or something fragile. Just don't take my advice. Maybe that's what the moral of this story is. Do a good job. Do a better job than I do, and measure many, many times and make it fit
Here you go.
in the hole.
Oh, it's still kind of tight. Thanks for checking out this video. Unintended video, but sometimes shit happens. So, measure twice, cut 4 times, and really just hope that it fits. So with that, hope you have a wonderful day. Time for a nap. There's been a lot of butts on this couch. All the asses. Yeah.